Hello, back with another Blitz game. We've got a Ruy Lopez. So I'm going to play a6, and of course there are many moves of theory here White can play. I think I'll go for bishop e7, and after rook e1, b5, and d6. Very standard stuff. And then after c3, I'll castle, and if h3, we play d3. Okay, I mean I think that's, well, as is typical for me, when my opponent doesn't play what I expect, I'm just kind of lost. So I'll be winging it from here. I don't think bishop g4 is necessary because this knight is coming to d2. I wonder if it's a good idea to play knight a5 and c5. Alright, I'm going to try the moves of the Breyer defense and just see if that works out for me here or not. He plays h3, which brings me back to theory. I think I play knight bd7 here, he plays knight bd2, he goes d4 immediately. Okay. Let's see, I could take on d4 and play bishop to b7, putting a bunch of pressure on this pawn. Could also just play bishop b7 immediately. That looks kind of attractive to me. I'm threatening the e4 pawn. He's going to have to defend it somehow. I don't think he really wants to play d5, as that shuts down the bishop on b3, and my response, c5, either allows me to expand on the... Or actually, I can play c6 instead. Either allows me to expand on the queen side, or reopens my attack on e4. Okay, c5 or c6? If I play c6 and he plays c4, then after some captures there, he ends up with a nice pawn center. I don't really know how to evaluate that. And after c5, maybe c5 is more interesting, because I can go c4 and knight c5 if he lets me. So let's do that. Alrighty. How are we going to proceed from here? Perhaps the standard kind of stuff on the king side, go rook e8, bishop f8, g6. Hate to admit that I don't really know what I'm doing here. What's new? Rook e8, bishop f8. He goes b4. Of course, I am going to take on b3. And he just wants to go b4 again, doesn't he? Do I have to do something about that? I think if he kicks my knight back here, I'm going to be using the c4 square later. So let's just play g6 and continue. Okay, knight back to d7. I don't think we want to play h6. Is there any threat over there, though, that I should know about? I don't think so. I think we just want to go knight over to b6. He can go knight h2 and knight to g4. I don't think that's a big deal. Okay. He invites me to play knight c4, which is a little weird, but is certainly his prerogative. Rook c8 hopefully will allow me to threaten the c-pawn later on. He goes bishop h6. This guy is playing ultra fast. Okay. Well, what if I just kind of come back to b6 and say I'm going to threaten your pawn on c3? Yeah, and maybe I can afterwards double my rooks on the c-file as a way to add pressure. Yeah. Okay. So perhaps we play this move now, putting more pressure on c3. And queen. He has no more dark squared bishops, so maybe I can just move my queen. I don't want to put the queen on that square. Why don't we go rook c7 and prepare to double over there? I also have knight h5, intending to put the knight on f4 later on. Really? Okay. So we're going to bring this knight over here. No, I don't have to do that. Queen to d7 makes it so that later on, if he exposes his h-pawn, I can grab it. h4 is now a big hole, but I've got to play quickly. Want to put this rook on this square, threatening to win a pawn. Okay, we're going to go king g7, and h6 is coming soon, if I need it. If he plays h4, I have just queen takes g4 check. And on top of that, I don't think there's a way for him to defend his pawn on c3. So things have resolved in black's favor. Yes, they have definitely resolved in black's favor. Okay, I'm up a piece. I'm threatening to invade with everything but the light squared bishop, but even the light squared bishop can come over here with the help of h5. And we're going to have a checkmate. All right, good game, sir, and thank you all for watching.